is Prem. Welcome to Post Market Report dated 10th May 2024. First, let us look into the US market. US market, all three indices ended up higher yesterday. Dow up by 0.85%, S&P 500 up by 0.5%, and Nasdaq up by 0.27%. Dow up for the 7th consecutive day. If we see, last week the non-farm payroll data was published, that is in favor of the market. The number of jobs added were less compared to the forecast. From that date onwards, Dow started moving higher day by day, and yesterday the US jobless claim data was published. The weekly jobless claim data was published. So the expectation was 215k jobless claim, but the actual number was 231k jobless claim. So in the last 1 week we got the data which says that less number of jobs added and more jobless claim. So market cheered because of this data, because these data will help Fed to consider for a rate cut this year itself. And one more thing is Home Depot, which is a home improvement retailer, that stock rose by around 2.5% yesterday. That is a rate sensitive stock. So people, when the interest rate comes down, then more people will plan for buying home and home related items. So Home Depot stocks ended up higher by around 2.5%. So every data seems to be a positive one from the US market, it seems so far in the last 10 days. And if you look at oil trading at $84.48, that's mainly because of falling inventories in the US markets. It's 1.36 million barrels is the stock that they have now, and the positive economic data from the Chinese market plus the geopolitical tension all moving the oil price slightly higher. So it's trading at $84.48, and the US 10-year treasury bond currently trading at 4.45. so this is also started cooling down now. We are expecting this to trade at 4.2%. so the positive data probably will help this to move downward direction, and hopefully the treasury bond also will trade at 4.2 soon is what I believe. So let's wait and see. So these are all the updates from the US market. Coming back to Indian market, Nifty up by 0.44% and Bank Nifty down by 0.14%. So today Nifty traded above 22,000 mark throughout the day. That is one thing good about it actually, because if Nifty falls below 21,900, then the next support seems to be at 21,500 only. So it's good that Nifty traded above 22,000 mark today in spite of Bank Nifty trading slightly lower today. So Nifty range, if you look at, it's a very narrow range of around 100 points. So within 100 points Nifty traded throughout the day today, and finally ended up 97 points and ended at 22,055. Bank Nifty also, it's a narrow range of around 200 to 300 points only today. There is one spike and one deep fall today, but those were also bought and sold into, and finally traded within the range of 200 to 300 points only today, and finally ended down by around 66 points. Bank Nifty ended at 47,421, so still trading below the 47,500 mark. So if you look at Kotak Mahindra Bank and HDFC Bank are the two main negative contributors for the Bank Nifty today. Apart from that, if you look at broader market yesterday it's a deep fall for broader markets. Both mid cap indices and small cap indices fell yesterday, but today again it's regained actually. Mid cap up by around 0.86% and small cap up by 0.7% today. Other indices, Nifty IT and Reality contributed negatively today. So if you look at TCS, down by around 1.7% today. Infosys, LTIMindtree and L&T Technologies all were down by around close to 1% today. In reality, Soba down by 3.44%, Godrej Properties down by 2.4%, DLF and Brigade contributed negatively for the Nifty Reality indices today. However, Prestige Estate and Mahindra Life Science contributed positive for the Nifty Reality today. Other indices that traded higher are Nifty Energy, Metal, PSE and Oil and Gas indices ended up higher today. Hindustan Zinc up by around 15% today. So apart from that, in the metal stock, Hindustan Copper and Vedanta up by around 4% today. So I have noted down few brokerage recommendations. Just I will list it down now. Brokerage upbeat about SBI. So many brokerages were recommending SBI stock after yesterday's Q4 result announcement. The target price all the brokerages recommending were somewhere around 980 to 1000 rupees actually. So this is not my recommendation, this is brokerage's recommendation. And Nomura, it's a buy recommendation for Hindustan Aeronautics. So currently trading at 3877, target price 4750. And Nomura buy recommendation for Bharat Electronics, currently trading at 227 and the target price is 300. So both there is a potential of around a 30% rise. And Vijaya Dynastics up by around 10% today, and Nomura maintains a buy rating for Vijaya Diagnostic and the target price is 910. CLSA cuts Sula Wines by 512 actually, so target price is 512. Kalpatra project, Motilal Oswal recommends a buy and the target price is 1350. So these are all the brokerages recommendation noted down today, so just I want to share here. Now stock update with respect to Q4 result. About India, profit jumps 24%. So if you look at many of the medicines were included in the government essential list, which led to a price cap for About India, but still the profit was up by around 24%. So the stock up by around 3% today. Escorts Kuboto, in spite of weak results, the stock up by around 3% today. Suryodaya Small Finance Bank up by around 3% after results. Cipla, the stock was up by around 2% before results. So after the results, the Cipla stock down by around 2%. Dr. Lalpath Lab, it's up by around 5% after result. Polycab up by around 5% after result. Intellect Design, weak results, the stock down by around 13%. BPCL up by 4.5% today. Asian Paints, yesterday the result was announced, the stock was down by around 6.5%, but today Asian Paints up by around 2.2%. And gold financing companies, because of RBI restriction for gold loan of about cash payment of only 20,000, there was a restriction announced, because of which the gold financing companies stocks were down yesterday. Muthoot and Manappuram Finance stocks were down, deep down yesterday, but today Manappuram Finance up by around 5% and Muthoot up by around 4%. Somata up by around 4%. Straight Pharma gets US FDA nod for Servalamer carbonate tablet, and this stock up by around 1% today. So these are all the updates from the Indian market today. So if you look at Nifty range, so I still believe Nifty range for next week also between 22,000 to 22,500, and that's mainly because US market and the global markets everywhere it's painted in green actually. So our market, it's only because of the Lok Sabha election, it's highly volatile and probably moving in the downward direction. So it cannot move in the downward direction all along because of the Lok Sabha election for till Lok Sabha election, but somewhere it has to stop and then consolidate and probably wait for the results, and then probably it has to take a direction. So probably next 3 weeks it's going to be highly volatile. Hopefully, probably the worst case scenario, Nifty might trade between the range of 21,800 to 22,500 is what I believe for next week. So let us wait and see. Bank Nifty also probably it's trading in the negative zone only actually every day, so we have to wait and see. So Bank Nifty has to pick up, HDFC Bank and Kotak Mahindra Bank has to support for Nifty to trade above 22,000 mark actually. So all these things will happen in the next week hopefully, because the trend in the US market is very positive, highly positive. So our market also should support, will travel along with the US market is what I feel. So let's wait and see. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you. Bye.